YUNUSUTHE 36 states of the Federation are set for a final showdown with the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation, NNPC, over its May remittances to the Federation Account Allocation Committee, FAAC, the Forum of Finance Commissioners on Saturday, speaking on behalf of the states, debunked the claim of the NNPC, insisting the corporation did not remit any amount from crude oil sale into the Federation account for the month of May 2018. Chairman of the Finance Commissioners Forum and Adamawa State Finance Commissioner, Mr. Mahmoud YUNUSUTHE, who spoke with journalists in Abuja on current stalemate between NNPC and FAAC, alleged further that the corporation even shortchanged the Federation by $20.6 billion from petroleum profit tax and royalties for the month. According to him, states are ready to face the consequences that delayed allocations will engender until the recurrent issues are resolved once and for all. He said NNPC lied by claiming it had agreement with state governors to remit a maximum of $112 billion per month. Also read, 7 ways to spice up S***X. Senor Maragi said, governors insisted NNPC must remit at least $112 billion per month when crude sold for around $50 per barrel. There are a lot of happenings with the NNPC. We have read in the papers that NNPC said it has remitted what it was supposed to remit to FAAC. NNPC claimed it remitted $147 billion. But what the NNPC actually remitted to FAAC is $127 billion. By law, NNPC is required to remit all funds that accrued from the sale of crude oil. Based on our analysis, this $127 billion is inclusive of royalty and PPT. How can that be? By the law establishing these agencies, DPR and FAAC, royalty should be given to DPR, while PPT should be given to FAAC in line with the law. NNPC has remitted $127 billion and it claims it was expected to remit only $112 billion. Even if they had agreed with the governors to remit $112 billion when the oil was sold at $50 per barrel, what stops them from paying more now that the oil price is at $80 per barrel, he queried. YUNUSUTHE, who said all the finance commissioners and the entire FAAC were behind the Minister of Finance who confronted the NNPC, alleged that the corporation had always acted lawlessly, forgetting that it was owned by the Federation and mandated to do business and make profit on behalf of all Nigerians. Although royalties were supposed to be remitted to Department of Petroleum Resources (DPR) and PPT to Federal Inland Revenue Service (FAAC), NNPC failed to act according to the law but remitted directly to Federation account. NNPC just brought the money in a lump sum, thinking they can bamboozle us without doing the breakdown. Based on what is happening in the economy, especially in the oil and gas sector, the oil price is at $80 per barrel and the production is steady, which we are producing about 2 million barrels per day. We expect that the remittance from the NNPC should add value to what the federal government is doing. DPR confirmed to us that based on the production capacity, the royalty should be at $60.8 billion. So when you add this $60 billion with the $127 billion remitted by the NNPC, it will give you $187.8 billion. The $60.8 billion royalty was supposed to have come through DPR. The royalty is supposed to have come separately from DPR, but the NNPC does not remit it to DPR. Again, based on the record of the NNPC which it uses in calculating PPT is 146, whatever the amount, you multiply it by 146. Therefore, the expected PPT is $87.6 billion. The forum also frowned on NNPC's practice of arbitrarily deducting money for supposed expenses. YUNUSUTHE said for May, NNPC claimed that it spent $3.5 billion on pipeline repairs without consultation with DPR, statutorily empowered to check and document such damages. The corporation also claimed it spent $31 billion on fuel subsidies for the month.